YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to go through my A-level maths experience right now. Just going to say things that I've liked, things I've disliked, and if you're like not haven't picked your A-level choices yet, just going to put a few tips in here and there just to help your decision. If you're in year 13 or year 12 and you agree or disagree with something that I'm going to say, just comment so we can just discuss about it. I would like to see what other people like or dislike about the subject. Okay, so last thing before we get into it, I'm just gonna say that I did get an 8 in maths for GCSE, and I'm currently predicted at A levels. So like I do know a thing or two. I'm not by any means a genius or anything. Okay, let's get into it. I want to start with the downsides because like I actually think A level maths is worth it. So I'm just gonna start with the downsides and some things will be counteracted in like the pros and stuff. Okay, so first of all, A level maths is hard. Like all A levels are hard. I'm not trying to disprove any like talk down on any other A level, but A level maths is the hardest A level I'm doing right now. And like unless you're one of the people who do further maths, like it will probably be your hardest A level. Like it's hard because it has a lot of content to go through, loads of equations, and there's proofs. And like if you don't enjoy the subject and you don't find it a tiny bit interesting, like you'll just get bored in lessons, and like you'll just be wasting your time taking that A level. So to make things worse, often like classes are very fast paced, that you'll go through like 1 or 2 concepts in a lesson, and like sometimes that's a lot to go through because sometimes you don't even get the first one before the teacher moves on. But like sometimes, like depending on the teacher or your class, like sometimes you can afford to have a lesson to go through like something again, but like I doubt that. It doesn't happen a lot. You have to put in a lot of hours at home, like because like I've just said, there are a lot of things to go through. So like if you want to do well, you should
put in the work.
Like during your free periods or at home, you should just make sense of it all. Like answer questions, watch videos, just make sure you understand it. Like in year 12, I didn't do it as much, and like sometimes I got away with it, but like it would make revision very, very stressful. But like in year 13, I've been over it. Like I'm on it now. I'm much better now, and like I am doing better than I was last year. Okay, now that's it. That's all the negative things I need to say about like A level maths. Like as someone who's currently enjoying maths right now and wants to take it on in the future in like a subject area, and like I am doing alright. So the thing that I like about maths the most is that like you don't need to be a genius to do it. Like obviously you need to have some type of talent per se, but like most of it is due to like hard work. Like you don't have to be a genius to like do maths. You just need to like be on top of it. Like my perception of maths during like year 10 and most of year 11, when I heard people talking about choices, is that it was only for like really, really smart people. Like I was in top set maths, like I was pretty good, but like I wouldn't say that I was like the top of my maths group. Like people in my maths getting 8s, 9s consistently, and like I was getting a 7 most of the year.
And then
so, like at times I didn't think that like I would be good enough to do maths. Okay, so another thing that I like about maths is that the calculator. The calculator helps you out a lot. Like still, like there are some questions that are very, very difficult with the calculator, but like having this type of calculator, it's a game changer, literally.
oh my god!
Like I know everyone has it, but like at first I wasn't sure if you would need it or not. That was just a scam because it does cost more than like the GCSE calculator, but like it does do more. So like if you are afraid of doing maths, like the calculator does help you out a bit. and also the equations. Like most of the equations you will just do over and over and over again, and like you just end up knowing them. And also the majority of the equations, like the majority of the equations are in the equation book, like sheet that you do get. Like you technically don't have to know all the equations before going into the exam, but like, not to be cocky or anything, but like I know most of the equations that like you are given already, because like you just go over and over and over again. And like if you have a teacher who explains things, like if anyone's in my maths or goes to my sixth form, you know there's a teacher who like loves to explain things like to a fault, goes into a very, very high level thinking. And like if you do listen to that type of stuff, it does make sense. It makes the equations make sense. So like helps you to remember them better. So just to reiterate what I just said, like you shouldn't really worry about the equations. Like if you're thinking of not picking A-level maths, particularly specifically because there's a lot of equations, like I don't think that's like smart to do, because like over time they'll just be part of your memory. Alright, so the third thing I think about maths that I like is like it brings you satisfaction sometimes.
Nerd alert!
I know that sounds very, very sad, but like say you've been struggling with something and then you finally get it, that makes you feel good. Like if you just get a question like straight away, like it makes you feel good. Like just doing maths, like when you actually know what you're doing, like when you gather when you actually know your stuff, like you will enjoy the subject. So that's it. That's my experience with A-level maths so far, and that's just a few tips. Like at the end of the year, I'm just gonna, like after my A-level, I'm gonna conclude everything. So thanks for watching. Just before you go, I'm a year 13 student. I make these type of videos a lot, just giving advice to other people who are in my position or will be in the upcoming 1 or 2 years. So if you like this type of stuff, just give my channel a follow. So thank you. See you next time.